Hey, hope you're having a good night. I wanted to take a minute and do a couple problems with the a cubed plus b cubed review. First, the two formulas are a cubed plus b cubed. It'll factor to a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. And then a cubed minus b cubed factors to a minus b, and then a squared plus ab plus b squared. So those are the two formulas. So let's just start with like a common one, like 8x cubed plus 1. This is a sum of cubes because 8x cubed is the same thing as 2x cubed, which means if you took up here in the corner, 2x times 2x times 2x, you would get 8x cubed. So 2x to the third power equals 8x cubed. So you can rewrite that as 2x to the third power. And then since 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, 1 cubed is the same thing as 1. So now you have the a cubed plus b cubed, where your 2x is your a and the 1 is the b. This one is plus in the middle, so you're going to use the plus equation up here. So when you plug in for a plus b, you're going to plug in 2x plus 1. And then you plug in for a squared, you're going to plug in 2x and then square it. And then minus a times b, so 2x times 1. And then plus b squared, so it'd be 1 squared. And so then you just have to do the math and multiply this one out. So the first parenthesis would be 2x plus 1, and then 2x squared would be 2x times 2x, so it'd be 4x squared. You square both. And then 2x times 1 is just 2x, and 1 squared is 1 times 1. So then this is what that factors to. So 8x cubed plus 1 is equivalent to 2x plus 1 times 4x squared minus 2x plus 1. Okay, so how about, let's see, be another one we could do. How about 8x cubed minus 125. So this is difference of perfect cubes, so the minus formula, and it's because 8x cubed is the same thing as 2x to the third power, like I explained in the first example, and then 125 is the same thing as 5 cubed in the second example, or 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. So again, we have our a cubed minus b cubed, where a is 2x and 5 is the b. So then we're going to plug it in this time to this equation because it's a cubed minus b cubed. It has a minus in the middle. So when I plug in, I'm going to plug in a. Each time I'm going to plug in 2x. And then for the b, I'm going to plug in the 5. So it's going to look like this. A minus b will be 2x minus 5. It's my first parenthesis. Then times, then 2x squared, a squared, plus a times b, so 2x times 5, and then plus b squared, so plus 5 squared. So then I get 2x minus 5, and then 2x squared is 4x squared, plus 2x times 5, 2 times 5 is 10, so 2x times 5 is 10x, and then 5 squared is 5 times 5, so 25. So that's how you use the formula to factor. So this equals this, and means that if you were to multiply this back out, so if you took 2x times this, 2x times this, and etc., if you were to multiply that back out, it would equal the 8x cubed minus 125. Now, if you're wanting to solve for x, so you get it factored, now it's equal to 0, and you want to find your solutions. Then you take each one, so 2x minus 5 equals 0, each parenthesis, and 4x squared plus 10x plus 25, and you set it equal to 0. Then you solve each one. The first one, we need to add 5, and we get 2x equals 5, and then we divide by 2, and we get x equals 5 halves. The second one unfortunately doesn't factor, and they never do when it's sum or difference of cubes. So for these problems, you have to use a quadratic formula. So remember, this first one is your A, the second one is your B, and the 25 is your C. And the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus and minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So then it's going to be negative 10 plus or minus the square root 10 squared minus 4 times 25 all over 4 times 4. So plugging in the a, b, and c. Then keep working with that. Figure out the middle here. So you can use a calculator if you like. I happen to have Desmos open, but you can use the other calculator too. So it'd be 10 squared, 10 squared minus 4 parenthesis 4 times 25. So it's going to be 100 times minus 400. So negative 300. All over 16. Now you will want to reduce this down a little bit. So the square root of 300, you can factor tree that. You could do like 30 and 10. And then 30 is 3 and 10. And once you have a pair, you could take that out right there. But you could keep factor treeing it down like all to 5 and 2 and 5 and 2 so that they're all prime. Then take out pairs. So I have 2 5, so you can take out a 5. And you have 2 2, so you can take out a 2. So on the outside, you're going to have a 5 times a 2. You're also going to have an I because it was a negative 300. And then on the inside, you have this one lonely 3 left inside. So it'll be 10I square roots of 3. So then it's negative 10 plus or minus 10I square roots of 3 all over 16. And this one does go one more time. I can simplify it since 10, 10, and 16 are all coefficients, and I can factor out a 2 from all of them. So dividing each one of those by 2 would be negative 5 plus or minus 5I square roots of 3 over 8. And those are your 3 answers then. You get 2 answers here because it's plus and minus, and 1 answer there with the fraction. Okay, I hope that helps.